Hey there, y'all. Welcome back. I'm here in Cazenovia, Wisconsin with my folks. I just loved the song, The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. I don't really care for the Animals much. I like that one song. And that's it. It's a little chillier out here today than yesterday. Anyways, I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit, but I never really cared for the group, but I do like that one song, and I can relate to it very much. A lot of y'all know about my childhood. It was not the best childhood that I had growing up, but nonetheless, in a way, it kind of made me who I am today. It made me better, that's for sure, better and stronger, and that's why the Lord allows certain situations to happen, kind of like what we're reading in Job. Yeah, and so there's a little story behind that. Since I'm in Cazenovia, this is the most appropriate story to relate to the song. So like I said, my life was really the House of the Rising Sun. So how it all started, and there's two stories I'm telling you, but they both connect to each other, so I promise you won't get bored. So here we go. When I was born in Florida. I don't know what part. Can't remember that far back. But I was born there, partially raised there, and then my father decided to go back home. Where was home? Wisconsin, where it's cold, where there's long winters. So, we came back home, and it was to Dad's home, which would soon be my and Brittany's home, Brittany being my sister. So we moved to Cazenovia, of all places. Cazenovia, Wisconsin, and it's a very small town, very small village. But we moved to an apartment building here in Caz, and long story short, I'll never forget this. I remember getting ready to go downstairs to be ready to catch my bus. Well, as I'm going down the first step, I feel something touching me in the middle of my back. And suddenly I'm pushed down the stairs and I go tumbling. Well, when I look back, there's no one there, but yet I hear laughing. And yeah, this is all a true story. It's not false. I promise you that. But then I get up and I don't think anything of it, and I just go and enjoy my day at school. I was in kindergarten at the time. And then, by the way, we happened to be living up above a funeral parlor. And then years later after that, we moved to Reedsburg, Wisconsin. We live upstairs again. in an apartment building across from the middle school where the school buses were parked by. So then, one day, long story short, my dad wanted me to help him carry up his DJ equipment because way back when he used to be a DJ. Actually, he was a DJ up until last year. He just retired last year, but he, when I was a kid, he wanted me to help him. You know, it was a father and son moment that he wanted to have, and also he needed help. So, yeah, he needed help. But then I said, okay. I obeyed him. I had zero respect for the guy anymore because of the abuse that was going on, because he was very abusive. But, you know, yeah, so but I still obeyed him. And so, yeah, anyways, we're helping each other, and I accidentally drop this thing. It's heavy. I'm only like, 9, 10, 11 years old. I can't do that. You know, I don't have that much muscle on me at the time, but I thought I would still try the best to help my father out, because he's my dad and I gotta obey him. So then, you know, I did. I obeyed him, but it didn't quite work out the way we all had hoped. We both had hoped. So I dropped it accidentally. Once my father got it up the stairs, he kicked me down the stairs. Okay, so now, that gave me nightmares of my dad kicking me down the stairs. Long story short, for a full week, I think it was, I had this nightmare of my dad kicking me down the stairs, and then I would go back up, and then he would kick me down the stairs again. Well then, and then the last night I was gonna be done with the dream, the last night I had the dream, I saw my father's face, and he kept on kicking me down the stairs every time I came back up, but this time, the last time I came back up, I no longer saw my dad's face. Actually, let me go back. The last time he kicked me down the stairs, his face was pitch black this time. It was no longer my dad's face. And then I came back up, and the face was no longer pitch black. It was, I don't know, it's still kind of hard to describe. It was like a skeleton-like figure. It was some kind of being that I've never seen, that I could never imagine as a child or even now. And he wasn't really a full skeleton, but he kind of looked like it. He was burnt, he had ashes, he had like bloody streaks and pus-like streaks, and it was gross. It was kill the visual. I have a gag reflex. Okay, stop thinking. Stop thinking. So, okay, that's all I'm going to describe. So, you can pretty well imagine what it looked like, and then I wake up, and I never had the dream again. And then I had another dream, and that was a good dream. It wasn't a nightmare. It was a good dream. I had a dream of this guy grown up, and he was puppeteering Scooby-Doo in a warehouse with a camera in the back of him, and then I wake up. Well, that guy was me. I did not figure that out until years later. When I grow a little older, I look at myself in the mirror one day and I think back at that dream, and I'm like, oh wait, that was me. And I happen to work with puppets right now. I mean, I can't do it for the channel. I was working on it. I was getting scripts ready. I was getting money saved up to buy some materials to make some puppets. I was working on it. And then the new YouTube policy comes out. But, it is what it is. Maybe there's ways around it. Who knows? I do know that eventually, once I get everything prepared, I am going to be doing a website. So I'll let you know when that comes out. But, yeah, so, long story short, once again, my father got taken away from my sister and I. We got placed into full-time care of our mother, which was good. But that scarred me. Y'all, this was really the house of the rising sun. I mean, my father was abusive. He was terribly abusive. He was physically, mentally, and sexually, verbally abusive. Just all the way around. And then years later, see this house behind me? This is the same house. They had to come here last year because their last place in Laval got flooded out. In the town of Laval, the whole town got flooded. So, which is pretty sad. But they came here, back here, and but this is the same house here that I came to on Thanksgiving night to forgive my dad. He had invited my mom, my sister, and I, and pretty much that night I forgave him for everything, and I needed to forgive him, not for him, but for me, and also for the fact, just because I know that if we do not forgive each other, we are not forgiven by God. Why should we be forgiven by anyone else if we can't forgive them, or forgive their friend or brother or whatever? Why should Dad forgive me if I can't forgive his brother? You see what I mean? So, forgiveness is a very big deal in my life. Always has been. A friend of mine, his name was Gabor Batizi. He's home now, but he died of cancer. But he was a very good, very big father figure in my life when I had no dad. And I was very badly abused by lots of men. And well, yeah. 3, I wouldn't consider that a lot, but 3 men, my father being one of them. So, then, Gabor really took me in. And him and his wife, LaDonna, who is still my best friend till this day. And he told me a story. He told me, Chris, you're gonna have to forgive your father, whether if it's to his face or just to yourself, not being able to see him. Because I'll tell you a story. My father was abusive too. And I had it worse than you. You had it bad. Don't get me wrong, but I had it worse than you, which he did. He said, my father would tie me to a chair and shock electricity through my brain. And he laughed. And I'm like, wow. Did you forgive him? Well, no, not right away. I did eventually, but not right away. What had happened is I told my dad, I told my father, that I hope he rots in his grave for all eternity. And Chris, that was like a hot coal sitting on my chest for years after I said that. After I came to Christ, it was like a hot coal on my chest for years, sitting on me, and I couldn't take it anymore. And praise God that he was still alive, so I could let him know, Dad, I love you and I forgive you. And then I think, 1, 2, 3 years after that, something like that, he died. So yeah, I thank you, Lord, for Gabor. I truly do. Because that man, God through that man, helped me. And it's what we all need. I do believe that. We all need forgiveness. But more than that, we also need redemption. That's something my father never had. Until Mom, Brittany, and I came back into Dad's life. And through us, God began to shine in his life. And he got saved. And he got baptized. And he is now a member of Christ, a child of Christ, a brother of Christ, a son of Christ. And if you really think about it, I know he's my dad, but when we die and we go to heaven, we're all family. We're brothers and sisters. So my dad's my spiritual brother. So yeah, oh man, my childhood really was the house of the rising sun. But I think I'm gonna end it there. You see me shivering, the camera's shaking, my hand feels frozen. It's fall, but man, it's getting really, really cold. There's supposed to be snow coming here next week. So, alright. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Please share these videos if you like them. If they speak to you, share them with other people. And also, just letting you know, from now on, you guys are going to get videos, but you're going to get them when I'm able to get them posted, because there's a lot of editing involved. And I really want you guys to get the most out of these videos, and I want them to help you. I really do. I'm not doing this for me that much, really. I mean, yes, it helps me stay in the Word, but not that I really have trouble staying in the Word, but it helps me even more. Keeps me more reliable for myself. But I'm also trying to help you stay in the Word and introduce some people out there who might not know about God or don't want to know about God. So, alrighty, if you also like this so much, please subscribe if you really like what you see here. So, alrighty, well, thank you for watching. God bless you all, and I truly do mean that from the bottom of my heart. And as always, I am Chris, and I will see you guys later. Bye.